Hey everybody, it's Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I am still working on my spring garden journals. I had hoped that they would be ready for Mother's Day, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But I do have a new fun tag to show you, so let's do it. This tag was totally inspired by Cara Renee at Be Reborn Art and Healing. I think that's right. I'll absolutely link her down below. She's very clever. And she, in turn, was inspired by Sabrina Taylor. I went and checked Sabrina out, and she's awesome, too. So she'll be linked down below as well. And this is what this looks like. I've made a couple just to see how it goes. Get that one out of the way, and let me show you here. Sabrina did her original one with lots and lots of tucks and pockets, while Cara Renee left hers blank for journaling. So it's definitely optional. I used some of the paper from my Spring Garden Digi, which is available in the Etsy shop. I will also link that down below. Some of the pieces are freebies from my Facebook group. If you are not a member of the Facebook group, you should be. I'll link that up there. Come on over and join us. It's totally free. Just answer those 3 questions so that I know that you're a person and not a bot, and I bet you'll get in. Okay, so here's the tag. It has a little belly band to hold it closed. Isn't that adorable? I punched a butterfly out of book page and just used a couple little gems there. And those gems are, this is very glary, sorry. They are bling stickers from Michaels. Old. They're very, very old. I just like the color. So here's our little tag, and it opens this way. It's like a Flip Flop Tag. Let me move our paper out of the way because I think you'll be able to see better. So it opens this way, and there's a flap. And now Sabrina did a tuck up here and a pocket down here. I liked the idea of having it for journaling. Then you open that, you've got this whole side and a flap here. And again, Sabrina had a tuck here and a pocket here, and that closes. And then you turn it over and you're at the back, and you open that, and you got another flip. I did decorate that one, although I put the B on upside down. Whoops. And you've got all of this, and you close that. You've got another panel here for writing on, and you close it up, and you're back to the beginning. And so, all in all, if you unfold it all, it looks like this. So you have all of this real estate and all of this real estate for pictures or journaling or whatever you would like to do. So I will put this out of the way and we will get to getting. So again, this is one of the pages out of the kit, and I did print it double-sided. And it is 8.5 by 11 because I'm here in the US. And what I want to do is I'm going to make my tags 2.5 inches wide just so we don't have any small measurements, just keeping it kind of evenish. So let's see, this is 8.5 by 11. So that means I need the whole thing to be 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. So we need the whole page to be 7.5 inches wide. Oh, and I don't want to cut off my roses because I want those to show. So we will cut that at 7.5, just trim it down. And I will save this piece because I can use it for the belly band if I want to. I used a scrap of vellum on one of them. So we'll put our cutter away, and then we'll get out our scoreboard. And the first thing we will do is fold this paper in half this way along the 11-inch side. And go ahead and get that as even as you can. A little bit of accuracy in this will end up, you'll have neater folds. It's very difficult to get it exactly perfect because as you fold the paper, it kind of bulks up in certain areas, but it's just fine. So we've got our fold down the center there. Now I'm going to turn it this way, and I will score at 2.5. And I'll turn it this way and score at 2.5 again. So that makes our score marks at 2.5 and 5. Okay, so I just double scored that. Didn't press too hard. I don't want to tear my paper. We'll move that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to ink a little bit just so you can see where I'm cutting. Hope I got those roses in the right place. We shall see. Let's go ahead and burnish these. And I would, with mine, I did go around and ink all the edges. I won't sit here and make you watch that because that would be boring. We'll burnish this down. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, there we go. I want it on that side. Hopefully that puts the roses in the right place. Well, I guess the roses really can't be in the wrong place because they're pretty wherever they land. So I'm going to ink that bottom half of that score mark. And I'll ink right there. We're going to do a little cutting, and the reason I'm just inking this is in order to be able to see it a little better, to cut with more accuracy. Because you know, me and accurate don't necessarily always walk on the same side of the street. Okay, so I've got those. I just used a little walnut stain. We'll open that up, and I'll get out my cutter. And what we're going to do is cut just on either side of these two fold lines from the middle score down. Okay, so you've got 6 rectangles, and you're just going to cut on either side of the fold down here on the bottom. So here we go. Try to get this straight and get it right up to my fold line. Aim for some straightness here. I could actually probably move that over a little bit. Now I have to concentrate really hard. There's one. Move it to the other side of that score line. Straighten it up again. There's 2. Oh my goodness, that was my stomach growling. I hope you guys couldn't hear that. Apparently, it's dinner time for me. Although it's mighty early. We don't usually do dinner very early. Although our schedules are just crazy. May has turned into a crazy month. I may not have any videos out for a little bit because first we had that terrible stomach bug, and then we had our birthday week, which turned into just, you know, thing after thing. It was awesome. And now Mother's Day is coming up, and my youngest daughter is graduating from college. So we're going to Boston for the week. Not the whole week, but part of it. And so if you don't see me, never fear. I'll be back. Okay, so that's all I did was fold them up and just nip those little pieces off right there. And so now what we want to do is pick up the paper like this. Okay, so we've got 2 folds going towards us, and this one we want to fold towards the back. I made those slices pretty wide. If you can get them more narrow than that, that's good. And if you are good enough with scissors, it may be easier with your scissors. I am not good with scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish that down. Now I'm going to take this panel. I'm going to make a mountain fold and a valley fold. Kind of try to line those up as best I can. And again, as you can see over here, I've got a little bit of an overlap. By the time I ink it, you will never notice. It will be just perfect. And I'm just burnishing that. Okay, so let me show you again. We folded, let's see. Okay, we picked it up like that. So these 2 flaps are folding towards me. This flap is going towards the back. Then I laid it down, taking this flap, making a mountain, and then making a valley. So just kind of folding it into a Z and burnishing. And that is kind of pretty much it. So then you have your flap that goes this way. You open it that way. Here's your flap that goes that way. And yeah, I do have some space right along here, but again, the inking will take care of that. You turn it to the back. You open it again. You have this flap here. Fold that down. You've got all this space. And then you're back to the front. How clever is that? I could never have thought of that. My brain does not work that way. So now you have an option of making it ticket shaped or not. And I decided I wanted mine to be ticket shaped, or tag shaped rather. So I'm just going to take my little credit card template, find my scissors, nip off those corners, flip it around, nip off that corner. Little bits went flying. So now, actually, you know what? Sorry guys, that's not tag shaped enough. I'm going to use the bigger side. So I'm lining up my credit card on this side and at the top. And I'm just going to recut it. Oop, she says. And then flip it over. There, that's more dramatically tag shaped. I like that. And then we'll just do that. Okay, set that aside. Hold on, let's clean up some bits here. The bits are flying. And now really all that's left to do is, at this point I would probably go through and ink the whole thing, but I'll just ink the front so you can get the effect. I think it looks nice this way. It makes things stand out. And it covers up any little boo-boos that might have crept in there. And now we can make our belly band. And I think I will use this because I think that looks nice. This edge is darker, so I think I'll use that. Or we could use that side. Nope, I like this side. And I'm going to make it meet in the middle so we can put something over that seam where it will join up. Now you don't want it too loose, but you don't want it so tight that it's really hard to get off and on. It's a fine line. Okay, give that a little burnish. Snip that off. And we can just give that a little bit of glue. Oh, actually I want this one to be inked too. Sorry guys. It'll be okay. Because this is pretty close in color, this will just make the band stand out a little bit more. And then we'll just find something to decorate it with. And at that point you can decide if you want to put pockets inside or not. You don't have to decide right now. You can go back and add those if you change your mind. So we have our little belly band. I want the dark part on the top. And we'll give that a little glue. Oops. And then I've got my bucket of bits from the kits that I've cut out, little fussy cuts and things. Put that there. I think, oh, I kind of like that. These are just the Tim Holtz flower dies that I layered up together. We could put a gem in the center. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty. It's subtle. So let's go ahead and put our band on so we can get the full effect. And if you need to, you can just bend your tags a little bit and slide that guy right on down there. So let's go ahead and put a little art glitter glue on there. Don't have to get crazy. And put our pretty flower covering up that seam. I love this green paper with the greens in the kit. I think that looks really pretty. And then grab one of our little gemmies that I've been using because they're right here. And then you can decide if you want to go back and decorate more or just leave it like this. Totally personal preference now. Let's see if we can get this gem on there. These are self-adhesive, but I don't trust self-adhesive. There we go. Get in there. Perfect. That will dry clear, that little bit of glue that came out. Let me hold that up so you can see it. And that is pretty much it, you guys. It's got its little belly band. The belly band slides off, it opens up. Let me show you inside again. Get that out of the way. So you've got all this. Close that up. Turn it that way. You've got all this space. This will flip up for you. Turn it again. You've got your back cover. Turn it again. You've got another flip. Close that up. You've got another page, and then you're back to the front cover again. Of course, now I kind of want to put a butterfly on there or something. You know I do. Oh, look, here's a little tiny bee. Let's put this little bee guy on there. He's so cute. This is from, I think, one of the sets that was a Facebook freebie. And he looks cute. So I just keep this nifty little tray by me with all my fussy cuts. This is like a Dollar Tree tray, I think. And it's very handy. While I'm working with the kit, I keep it out. And then when I'm done working with it, I put all the bits into a plastic envelope to store them. And it works out very nicely. Let's give him a little glue stick. And I like him right there. He's just bumbling along, having a good day in the garden. And we could put a label on him if we want to go really crazy. Let's go ahead and put the band on so we can see what it looks like. Oh, he looks adorable. Should we put one of the labels? Why not? Let's put flower. We'll put flower on there. Where's my glue stick? There it is. And we'll just pop that right next to the bee's bum. Maybe we'll twist it a little. Yes, I like that better. Excellent. And just because I can't stand not gilding the lily, I pulled out, my Wink of Stella pen. I haven't used this. I've had this thing probably 12 years, and I haven't used it much, so it seemed like a good time to pull it out and use it. And we'll give him just a little bit of sparkle on his wings. Very subtle, but that way his wings will shimmer a little bit. Excellent. I love it. Wasn't that fast and easy? I think this is so cute. Thank you so much for the inspiration, Cara, Renee, and Sabrina. And thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun and that you give this a try. And I will see you again really soon. And I promise, if I'm gone for a little bit here, I'll be back once the May madness settles down. I'll talk to you real soon. Thanks. Bye.